Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the APCS for Championship Sunday for the pre-season tournament. Here we have the top 4 teams. We've dwindled it all the way down from 16 teams all the way to 4. Face Station Gaming, Furious, Mildcard and Pebble Esports are going to be your top 4 here in the semi-finals. Like we've said previously, semi-finals will be a best of 3 and the finals will be a best of 5. So Face Station Gaming and Furious will be up first. These two teams, they've been looking pretty good at the moment. Furious definitely looking better, but with 2-3-1 wins in their first 2 rounds, so it should be interesting, and Face Station Gaming might have a match on their hands. They'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll head over to the field. We do have a little flyover now for the for Manfield. I have used this in the past before with other stuff, but I've never used it for this. So we're going to get the players on the field and see what they can cook up. So a best of 3 match, we are going to be underway. And here we go. For match number 1 here today, we'll obviously have 3 matches. That's going to be the 2 semi-final matches and the grand final match. And the finals match we are going to have after a short break. We'll have about a 10 to 15 minute break between the semi-final matches and the finals matches, just so we can get everything set up, and so my voice can have a little bit of a rest, because these 2 best of 3 matches I think may kind of get to my voice. So hopefully it doesn't do too much. Yankees is going to find the back of the net within the first 36 seconds of the match. It's going to be 1-0 for the side of Furious, and they are already looking very strong once again here in game number 1. And I believe we actually haven't, I think we've only had 1 overtime, and that was in round 1 with Mildcard and Virtus Throw. So yeah, I genuinely think we've only had 1 overtime. We've been close to a couple others, but yeah, we haven't had any other overtimes other than that one. So I wonder if we'll have any overtimes here today. But it should be interesting to see how these teams play in a best of 3. As you know, we've had all best of 1 matches, definitely much higher pressure and way less room for error. Shot by Yankees. He's been really good this tournament so far. He's been putting shots on goal. He's been the goal scorer really for the side of Furious. And so it's going to be the side of Face Station Gaming who will be the one on the back foot in game number 1. They will have to try to find themselves back into this match, into this game. Obviously, if they lose this match, lose this game, there's no nothing to it really. They just gotta move on and lock in for the next couple of games and hope that they can come out on top. A big demo is gonna come out, but unfortunately they won't be able to capitalize too well on a Vanish. Is going to go ahead and jump up for that one, but no cigar is found blocking Kofa's advancement. Dragino looking to put this into the center for one of his teammates. Kofa has different ideas. A shot by Yankees, and again, Yankees strikes. He's definitely one of the top players here in the APCS so far, I think, as he's just been all over the teams, all over the his opponents, and yeah, they just never know where Yankees is. He seems to be some sort of invisible force that just strikes when they least expect it. So that's exactly the kind of teammate you want on your team. So 2-0 for game number 1 here. And just under half of the game to go. The side of Face Station Gaming, they're struggling up against this strong, furious team. Yankees. Oh no! I was just saying strong, furious team, and Yankees has made a little bit of an error, and it's costed his team to concede a goal. That is not what you want to be seeing. Maybe Yankees, you should just stay upfield and score the goals, mate, because that defense was very poor. So definitely not ideal, but I'm sure the side of Furious will not falter any more than that, as they've looked extremely strong so far this tournament. They've made very little mistakes, and that's what you want to see. And the other side that's made very little mistakes and done very well this tournament is the side of Pebble Esports. They also have themselves two goal wins. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I think. Vanish looking for a shot. It's gonna just miss though. Yeah, but they've had a couple comfortable wins to get to this stage, and yeah, they haven't looked like they're going to be stopping anytime soon. Pebble Esports, they just seem to keep going, and yeah, it's just like the side of Furious, but obviously Furious coming up against a tough opponent in the side of Face Station Gaming, but Furious is not up for the task. And they're honestly looking really good at the moment. Dragino, Kofa found is going to be there to stop that shot. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be very close here between the two teams. But Furious have been bombarding the defense of the side of Face Station Gaming. Only one goal in it here in game number 1. Vanish trying to get this away from his own half. Unfortunately, he's going to fail in doing so. Scrabble putting it down. Scrabble looking for his shots! And Scrabble looks for the equalizer here. And I was just saying before that we've barely had any overtimes. And now we have a... Well, actually, I have said this before. I think I've said, you know, we could be in a possible thing for an overtime with like 8 seconds left. But someone scored like 0 seconds and their team ended up winning it. But this time, I think it may be true. It is game 1 overtime here over at Manfield. So, time on the clock has started. Who's going to come out on top between these two teams in game number 1? It could be Face Station Gaming. And Kofa, he gets the equalizer, and now he gets the winning goal. So, not ideal here at all for the side of Furious. They were up 1-0, and now they have lost. That is... Oh, sorry, 2-1, and now they have lost. That is so very unfortunate. And, yeah, you don't... That's not what you want to be seeing from the side of Furious here in the semi-finals, but that's exactly that. Yeah, they're gonna get punished for it. So not ideal, but Face Station Gaming will come out on top, and it will be Furious who's gonna be on the back foot going into the next couple of games. Sorry about that. So we're going to be over here at Neo Tokyo for game number 2. It's going to be PlayStation Gaming who gets their first game on the board. And the side of Furious, they won't be very happy with how that last game went. So they're going to have to lock in and put a lot more pressure here on the side of PlayStation Gaming in game number 2 to have any chance to win. And we'll have a little look at the past game result. I forgot that it actually doesn't show on this screen. Hold on one second. There you go. The past game result, 3-2 in game number 1 for the side of PlayStation. So, it will be Furious who will be looking to put themselves on the board here in game number 2. The question of whether can they do so, because it's not going to be easy, but they're gonna have to do their best. Sorry about that, I didn't get rid of it. And so, we're underway for game number 2 over here at Neo Tokyo. And then obviously, if Furious do manage to win this game, is going to be, we are going to head over to the Champions Field for the last game. But that's only if Furious do win. Let's see how their confidence kind of compares to their first game here, as they look very confident here, but they are definitely on the back foot over here at Neo Tokyo. Definitely not looking fantastic. Because yeah, they haven't lost a game until just now. This whole tournament, obviously, that's kind of how it works, because best of ones and whatnot. But like, they haven't looked like they've been gonna falter at all like this tournament. But it's going to happen again, Kofa. Oh my god, he is on fire this series. And he is just packing the goal of the Furious team. And Furious, they are just so... they're all over the place right now. They need to get themselves back into the rhythm and put themselves in a winning state of mind. They need to find like some sort of motivation to come out on top. And obviously, preseason tournament, nothing in it, just bragging rights really, but still, bragging rights is better than nothing, and you get to say that you won the APCS preseason tournament. It's a pretty good feeling, but the side of Furious, they're just not feeling it right now. They need to try to find something. Big demo coming out. And Vanish, he's going to go ahead and clear this. Yankees is up for it. Maybe Yankees has to just carry them harder. Who knows? He's been the main goal scorer here for the side of Furious, and this could be dangerous. And Kofa again. Talking about main goal scorers, I don't think I've seen anyone else score but Kofa from the side of PlayStation Gaming. At least in this series so far. But yeah, 2-0 here in game number 2, and PlayStation Gaming looking for a clean sweep. Oh, what? That was an insane, like, little aerial 50 there. The ball went absolutely nowhere. And so Vanish getting it past Yankees. He's looking to try to get it past Dragino, but unfortunately he can't. And it will be Kofa who's up for a Vanish. He's going to be chilling down on the ground, waiting for the ball to come to him. Scrabble. Oh! Scrabble with a big whiff. And Kofa going to be putting this to the side wall, and he's going to go ahead and collect this. A big demo on the other side of the field, and Found is able to stop that ball from advancing any further towards his goal. As Yankees putting it to the back wall, looking for his teammate Found, but Found isn't quick enough. Scrabble gets there first. Only just over 2 minutes on the clock, and plenty of time for the side of Furious to score themselves 2 goals, but the question is of whether they will be able to with the defense of PlayStation Gaming right now, and also the attacking of Kofa. As Kofish has been absolutely bombarding the defense of Furious right now. Vanish with this shot, but it's going to be saved, and that will keep it 2-0. A nice little cushion still. But I would say one more goal will do just the trick for the side of Face Station. So, not there. No, not that way. The other way. Their way. I didn't mean Furious's way. And just under a minute and a half left, and Furious, that they've had their chances, but I don't think they've definitely haven't had as many chances as the side of Face Station Gaming in game number 2 here. And so it's definitely looking like a series that is going to go towards the side of Face Station Gaming. And they're just looking so confident here after the game 1 win in that overtime. So that's what I'm saying. Like whoever scores, I suppose whoever wins the first game is going to go into game number 2 with a load of confidence and going to be feeling real good about themselves, and that's exactly what you need to be able to play at this kind of level. As Kofa will get up for it, and he's looking for a hat-trick, and it's not going to happen, but Vanish will be there for his second, and it will be 4-0 for game number 2. It's not looking too good right now. It's not looking too good at all. Yeah, they're definitely struggling. Definitely struggling. But I'm sure they'll find a way back in the APCS League, the side of Furious. And, yeah, it's all but over, really. And it's just, yeah, it's a bit, not ideal. Not ideal. And Face Station Gaming scored a 5th. That is insane. They've gone ahead and scored a 5th. And that is, once again, this is a one-sided match if I've ever seen it. One-sided as you can get. 5-0 here for game number 2. And Furious have just gotten absolutely bombarded in their defense lines, and they just had no chance here. And that will be game over for the side of Furious. They will have to wait till next week to play their league match instead. And I will update you with the league stuff in just a second after this ball decides to hit the ground. And they're keeping it up. Maybe Face Station won a 6. Who knows? It would be nice to see Furious get at least 1 in this game. And the ball... Wow, this ball is staying up for quite a while, but not any longer. As we head over to the post-game stats screen. 5-0 for the side of Face Station Gaming. That is a massive margin. And yeah, honestly, that is insane. That is a huge margin to win by, especially here in the APCS. And let's just say Furious will not be very happy whatsoever with that. But I'm sure they'll come back better than the better in the next in the APCS League. So we'll head over to game number match number 2 in just a second. It's going to be Mastercard up against Pebble Esports. Left, and Furious, that they've had their chances, but I don't think they definitely haven't had as many chances as the side of Face Station Gaming in game number 2 here. And so it's definitely looking like definitely on the back foot over here at Neo Tokyo. Definitely not looking fantastic. going to happen again? Go far. Oh my god. But the side of Furious, they're just not feeling it right now. They need to try to find something. Big demo coming out. And Vanish. He's going to go ahead and clear this Yankees up for it. Maybe Yankees have to carry them harder. Who knows? So, leading the main goal scorer here for the side of Furious. And could be dangerous. And Copa again. Talking about main goal scorer. Not there. No, not that way. The other way. Their way. I didn't mean Furious today. Just under a minute and a half left. Furious. They've had their chances, but I don't think they definitely haven't had as many chances at the side of Face Station Gaming in game number 2 here. And so it's definitely looking like a series that is going to... That's what I'm saying, like whoever scores, well, I mean, I suppose whoever wins the first game is going to go into game number 2 with a load of confidence and going to be feeling real good about themselves, and that's exactly what you need to be able to play at this kind of level. This Kofa will get up for it and looking for a hat trick, and it's not going to happen. The Vanish will be there for his second, and it will be 4-0. Definitely struggling. But I'm sure they'll find a way back in the APCS League beside Furious. And yeah, it's all but over really. It's just, yeah, it's a bit not ideal. Not ideal. And PlayStation Gaming score up. Alright, it's going to be the sides of Mildcard and Pebble Esports going up against each other here in the next match. Is going definitely well, yeah, the match that happened and stuff in game 2 there, hey, that was definitely something. Face Station Gaming definitely showed up to game number 2 with all guns blazing. They had absolutely no mercy up against the team of Furious, who was struggling after game number 1. They choked game number 1, and they struggled to come back from it. So definitely wasn't the most ideal situation, but there's not much else you can really do apart from having to move on. You gotta go past it. You gotta move on. You can't do anything else about it. So that's what they're gonna do. They're going to go into the APCS League with hopefully their heads high and put themselves into a much better mindset than they had in game number 2 there. But anyways, Space Station Gaming, they will be awaiting the winner of the second semi-finals, which is just about to be played. It's going to be Card up against Pebble Esports. Let's head over to the flyover. It's going to be, we're obviously going to be going back to Manfield here. And, yeah, Card and Pebble Esports, it'll be an interesting match. I want to say the luckiest team up against an actual good team that has been showing that they can definitely be a contender to win this whole entire thing. So yeah, I guess we'll find out and see. And let's head on to the field, and game number 1 is going to be underway, and both teams here looking to put themselves into the finals up against Space Station Gaming. They really, both teams will really want this, and I think as long as Pebble Esports keep their cool and Card somehow manage to get lucky, then I think it's going to be a very close match. And so we'll just have to wait and see. Flu looking to put this to the backboard. Banana head. Oh, so very close. But unfortunately, no cigar there. And so it will be still 0-0. Flu now with the ball. Borsos, he's going to go ahead and collect it. He's going to get it over one. Can't get it past Abdelag. It's going to be Banana head putting it to the back wall. Borsos with the demo. And this is going to go pretty much straight back down to Flu, and he's just going to hit it across goal. I'm not 100% sure what the idea was there, but Banana Head's trying to put this on target. It's going to be going to the back wall, leaving it for his teammate Flu. Will be missing. Borsos is going to go ahead and bump Wiz to a different dimension there. And, oh, a big demo by Abdelag. And that's going to take Banana Head out the play for a few moments. And that's going straight down into the goal, but Abdelag is going to save. And that's going to be a big save there. And wow, we are getting demos left, right, and center here between these two teams. No shortage of demos this game. And I suppose we'll keep seeing it. Oh, that is so... Oh, Borsos. Oh my god. Can we watch that again? Oh no. Again. My god. They don't give up the stroke of luck. I don't know what to call it, but I don't know. They've got to have some sort of good luck charm in their pockets or something, because honestly, that is just unbelievable. What are the chances that someone on your team is trying to rotate past you and the ball comes off them and it just centers it perfectly for the opponents? That is just a 1 in a million chance there. That's so unfortunate. And so, once again, Card catch a break. Flu, not a very good defense position whatsoever there for the side of Card. Flu, yeah, he just got 50 KFK. Fantastic 50 there, and that's gone straight into the back of the net. And maybe this is where the turns table for the side of Card. They might my bedroom my light just decided it wanted to turn off on me. Borsos with the ball, looking to get a pass. Wiz does so. A bump. This could be huge. Borsos is able to get up to that, and that will be goal number 2 for the side of Card. That's an actual good goal for the side of Card there. Nice little bump by his teammate. AFK was in an awkward position. He couldn't save it. So that's going to be 2-1 for the side of Card. It's very dark in my room right now as the lights decide to turn off. As Flu. Wiz putting this into the center off the backboard. Can anyone get to it? No, GFK is going to miss it. Abdelag's there to help out though, and Card able to clear it away from goal. As Mild Flu will leave it. And this is going to fall down to Banana Head, who's going to pop it nice and high. Wiz is able to get up to it, and Banana Head once again collecting it, but it's going to be hit away from him straight away. Mild Flu now with the ball, trying to get it past Wiz. Unfortunate not to do so. Borsos going to get demoed mid-air, but does get a touch on the ball. Mild Flu looking to make an attack here. Is this going back? No, it's not going back to him. It's just going to fall down to the opponents, and Banana Head now with the ball. Abdelag. That's nice and high. KFK is able to get up to it, and Banana Head is going to leave that one for Abdelag for some reason. Mild Flu is going to be... He's not going to get it very far whatsoever. Banana Head now with the ball, trying to control it as best as possible, but KFK is going to be there to stop that attack. Borsos, that's into the center. None of his teammates are there. Wiz is able to get it out. KFK now with the ball. He's going to be advancing towards the side of Mild Flu with the demo. Borsos is trying to put this over to Mild Flu, who puts it into the center for Banana Head, and KFK is able to get up to it. Wiz nearly had a shot on goal there, but was instantaneously blocked. 2-1, only one goal in it here in game number 1, so it's very close. But the question is, can the side of Pebble Esports get a goal in the last 15 seconds to try to put this to an overtime? 10 seconds left on the clock. Is it going to happen for the side of Mildcard? Are they going to be able to win game number 1? Banana Head will let that drop, and Mildcard take home game number 1 here. And a very... I don't know if I want to say solid game by the side of Mildcard, but it worked. It definitely worked. So that will be 1-0 series-wise for Mildcard. It's going to be Pebble Esports who's going to have to work that much harder. They got so very unlucky with that first goal, but that's what happens here. And so we will be moving on to game number 2, and it's going to be, of course, over at Neo Tokyo. So, Neo Tokyo now, game number 2. It's going to be the side of Pebble Esports on the back foot here. They are going to have to win this game to take it to a champions field. And so, Mildcard with a chance to get to the finals with because of one goal, and one goal was very, very lucky. They got very lucky with that goal, but we'll have to... Yeah, I don't think Mildcard are going to be forgetting about this tourney anytime soon, because honestly, it has been, I think, yeah, it's been the luckiest I've ever seen any team in any Rocket League, yeah, in any kind of a Rocket League match, or like tournament or whatever. Like, they've been so lucky. They have been really lucky here. But Pebble Esports looking to change it here in game number 2. And so, we are off for game number 2, Neo Tokyo. It's going to be the field that it's played at, of course, always in a best of 3. And KFK looking for a shot is going to be stopped by Borsos, and that is nearly on target. I think that was just off target, but Mild Flu just had to make sure a shot by Banana Head, and Abdullah with the save. And a very solid counter-attack for the side of Mildcard there, but unfortunately for the side of... oh! Where is Wiz? He's nowhere to be seen, and will be 1-0 for the side of Mildcard. No luck involved there, just a lack of commitment to the defense from the side of Pebble Esports. So I'm not 100% sure what happened there, to be completely honest, but they've this could be a quick turnaround. Not quite. But yeah, like I said, the lack of defense from the side of Pebble Esports there definitely put them in a terrible position. And yeah, Mildcard, they capitalized on it. That's probably one of their only real goals. But yeah, they've gotten a lot of luck in this tournament, but they'll be I mean, to be fair, with all the opportunities that have been pretty much served to them on a silver platter, they have capitalized on it, and if they didn't, then they wouldn't be in this position right now. So honestly, that's like the only credit I can really give to them. That is going to bounce straight to Banana Head, but he gets bumped, and that is going to be a huge bump, keeping the score to 1 goal. Only a 1-goal deficit for the side of Pebble Esports, Mild Flu. And Banana Head looking for a shot. It's going to be off target. And, a little bump by Mild Flu there on Wiz. Wiz will get the boost. KFK is going to be up for this, looking for a shot. Oh my god, off the goal line! It was literally half in. You could see that the ball was half in. It was black, half black, so it was literally half in. But unfortunately for the side of Pebble Esports, they will stay at the 0, and that's so very unfortunate. Abdelak, is that going to be going down to any of the Pebble Esports members? KFK is he's kind of lingering around there, and Abdelak is there to take the goal and take the shot, take the goal. I can't lie, he came out of nowhere. I didn't even see him on my screen until he scored. So that was very well played by Abdelak there to kind of just come out of nowhere, and it's going to be 1-0 with 2.5 minutes remaining. Game number 2 not over yet. Maybe that will shift the momentum into Pebble Esports' favour. And it might make Mildcard just work that much harder here in game number 2. As Marflu going to be putting it over the side wall, but KFK will want to keep it nice and close to try and put some pressure on, and Wiz is going to whiff on that one. And Borsos now with the ball. He's going to be chasing this ball all the way down. It's going to be going into the center. Borsos looking for a shot. Abdullah with the same. Marflu looking for a shot. Is that going to go in? No, it's not. Once again, it's just missed. And now for the side of... Oh, wow. Okay, that was a very quick counter-attack. The counter-attacks in this game have been extremely quick, and I haven't even been able to keep up with them. And so, yeah, the side of Mildcard now going to be on the attacking end, but not for very long. KFK, oh, nope, he is going to drive past the ball. I thought he was going towards the ball there, but now he's collected the ball, but Mild Flu getting up for that. A minute left on the clock, and it could be a game 2 overtime here, but I swear every time I've said that, it's just never been an overtime, so I'm not sure. Banana Head. Oh, gets a pass too, but Wiz is there to help out, to support the defense. And unfortunately, there's not 2 players on the opposing team. Abdelak up for it. Mild Flu is also up for it, though. Wiz. And so, KFK, that's over to Abdelak. And KFK will be able to score the goal that's going to put his team in the lead. And now Pebble Esports finally with a chance here. And we could be heading to a champions field. And so Abdelak with the game decider and potential game deciding goal. As Marflu collects the ball here, trying to get it past KFK, can decide a mild card, put themselves into the back of the net. No, they cannot. And this will be Pebble Esports who win game 2, and we will be heading to a Champions Field here over at here in semi-final number 2. So 1-1 here. And both teams will definitely be looking to take home the game win. And so, let's go ahead to next game in just a sec. And so, here we are over at Champions Field. We'll have a little look at the Game 1 and Game 2 results. I believe I forgot to show the Game 1 results beforehand. But, here we go. Game number 3 here over at Champions Field. Both teams will be looking to put themselves into the finals here, up against Face Station Gaming. This is going to be such a wild ride, and I am very excited for it. I hope you are too. And here we go, game number 3, the last game of this series. And who is going to put themselves into the finals? And KFK has already put a goal on the board. And that is a very quick goal, an 8-second goal, all ready for the side of Pebble Esports. I had a blank there, that was a very, very long blank. But KFK will be able to put his team in the lead. I feel like all these teams really have their main goal scorers, really. Oh, a huge demo by Wiz. And Abdelak, that's going to come off him, and that's going to go straight into his corner as well. Marflu putting it to the center, but Wiz is going to be ready for it. Abdelak trying to put it past Marflu. Wiz, and a big demo there on the other side of the pitch. As Marflu gave K, and now Borsos is up for it. Is that on target? It would have been, but Wiz was there to stop that, and oh no, Banana Head, huge mistake. He's whiffed on the ball, and it's fallen straight to Abdelak there. And Abdelak's gone ahead and capitalized on it. Because who wouldn't? 2-0 for the side of Pebble Esports now. This is, that was a very, quite unfortunate there for, who was it, Banana Head? Shot here by Mindflu, and he slotted it in. Now 2-1. Wow, this could be a very high scoring match here. He's gone straight past Wiz. Wiz wasn't even ready for that. He's driving around in circles. He's a bit lost, and it's been just absolutely smashed into the back of the net by Mild Flu. I think it was Mild Flu. My memory is absolutely horrible. But, Mild Flu looking to get it past Wiz. He does. KFK getting up for that. He's able to stop that ball from advancing any further towards his half. It's going to be to the backboard, and it's going to be another goal. 3-1. KFK. He scores his second, looking for a hat-trick this game. And Banana Head just couldn't get up to it, and we're only a minute and a half in, just under, and we've already got 4 goals on the scoreboard. This could be a very high-scoring game here in over at Champions Field. As Mild Flu trying to put this into the centre for one of his teammates, but Borsos isn't quite quick enough. As Mild Flu trying to keep control of the ball here as best as possible with 0 boost. And unfortunately, his run is going to come to an end. Borsos. This is going to be, is Mild Flu going to be able to put this on net? He tries. The KFK is there to stop him. And Bernardo Head. Oh, he's just going to send a KFK to a different dimension. Borsos with a chance. It's going to come off the post into Bernardo Head. And Bernardo Head scores. Oh my god. 3-2. Mildcard is still in this. Mildcard still have a shot. That post bounce was very lucky, by the way. And that's what I'm talking about. The luck that Mildcard have in this tournament has just been absolutely ridiculous. And now Wiz, he's been absolutely done there by Mild Flu. And now it's going to be Wiz putting this to the back wall for himself, but he's not able to quite get to it quick enough the second time, as it's going to be going back to the backboard of Mildcard's goal, or half, or whatever you want to call it. Borsos with the demo, that's going to take him out. Oh my god, that was so close to an own goal there for a second. And Wiz looking for a shot to the backboard. Anyone there? No. KFK up for it. Banana Head looking to put this over to the side of the Pebble Esports, and so very close, and unfortunately it will just be a tad wide. Borsos putting this into the corner. Banana Head. Borsos now with the ball, collecting it, trying to get it past Wiz. The side of Mildcard, they're looking for a Game 3 overtime here. That's the most realistic option. Borsos with an absolutely incredible save. We barely really saw it, but it still was an incredible save to keep the score, to keep the deficit only to 1. And Banana Head, not a very fantastic touch, but he's managed to get it past 1 nonetheless, as Borsos collect this ball off the wall. KFK. Pebble Esports! Abdullah just saves it. And Pebble Esports on the back foot, I think they're feeling the pressure here. They are definitely feeling the pressure here with the game number 3 for a chance to put themselves into the finals. 1 minute remaining. But Saddam, oh my god, Abdullah, what are you doing? Abdullah saves his own shot on goal. I don't think he thought that was had any chance. I don't think he thought the Mildcard member was going to mess up. And so it's been... oh my god, that should have been 4. And it's going to be Borsos, who's going to be on the back foot here. Wiz trying to get it past him, but will fail to do so. 30 seconds left on the clock for the side on Mildcard. A shot by KFK will score! And that could be the game wrapped up. That could be Pebble Esports moving on to versus the side of Face Station Gaming. 23 seconds left. Still possible, but very unlikely at the moment. So, Mildcard, their streak comes to an end, unfortunately. They played, well, they've played well, don't get me wrong, but they've also been very lucky as well. But to capitalize on their opponents' misfortunes is is a top tier kind of thing to do. So that's exactly what they've done, and it will be the side of Pebble Esports who's going to verse Face Station Gaming in the finals, and that will secure it once the ball touches the ground here. That'd be great. I think we know who's won, guys. Pebble Esports. They have managed to take home game number 2, 3. Sorry, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 7. Whoa, who said that? And so, a 2-4 win, a 4-2 win for the side of Pebble Esports here in game number 3. So, what a game! That was a fantastic game to watch. But yeah, we'll be moving on to the finals. We will have an intermission. It's gonna be a 15-minute intermission just beforehand. But yeah, we will see you for game number for the finals. It's gonna be Face Station Gaming up against Pebble Esports. Stay at 0, and that's so very unfortunate. After is that going to be going down to any of the Pebble Esports members? AFK he's kind of lingering around there, and Abdullah is there to take the goal. Mark Blue going to be putting it over outside Woolworth. AFK will want to keep it nice and close. So try and put some pressure on, and whiz on that one. And Borsov now with the ball. He's chasing this ball all the way down. It's going to be going into the center. Borsov looking for a shot. Abdullah with the same. Mark Blue looking for a shot. Is that going to go in? No, it's not. Once again, it's just missed. Unfortunately, there's not 2 players on the opposing team. Abdullah up for it. Mark Blue is also up for it though. That's going to place him into the finals here up against Face Station Gaming. This is going to be such a wild ride, and I am very excited for it. I hope you are too. And here we go, game number 3, the last game of this series, and who is going to put And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the finals. It's going to be Face Station Gaming up against Pebble Esports here in the last game for the APCS, last match for the APCS preseason tournament. Both teams, they have been looking very strong, especially in their last games. Face Station Gaming obviously coming out 5-0 in game number 2 against Furious, and Pebble Esports with a 4-2 win, a nice comfortable win once again. But in game number 3 that is, but in game number 1 and 2 in game number 1 they didn't even win, but game number 2 it was only a 1-goal victory. But yeah, they looked pretty comfortable in game number 3. So it's going to be two very strong teams going up against each other here for the finals, so it should be very interesting and should be a very fun watch. We'll head over to the main stage. Oh, I have pressed that a bit early, but it's all good. Anyway, let's it is a best of 5, not a best of 3. I also forgot to change that. There you go. And so best of 5 finals is off. I forgot to change that as well. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Haven't done this before. Alright. Best of 5 finals. It's going to be... oh my god. How do I... Okay, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I just completely forgot to change it. That's my bad. I thought I had changed everything, but I hadn't. Oh wait, I don't need to change that one, do I? There you go, sorry. I thought I had changed everything, but I didn't, obviously. So, anyways, sorry about that. But we are already 1 minute in, still yet for any goals to occur. So this should be very interesting to see how these guys play up against each other. I guess, you know, at the moment, the two best teams here in the APCS going up against each other. And honestly, genuinely, they are both looking really strong. So it should be very interesting to see how they go and to see how they match up, how they fare up against each other. It's going... Oh, that was so very close, but just off target here. And Face Station Gaming will not claim the first goal. But yeah, both teams, they honestly, especially in their last games that they played, they looked very strong. Face Station Gaming obviously coming out with a 5-0 victory, and oh my god, Wiz! Oh no, he's felt the pressure of the finals and he has just whiffed. He missed initially, and then unfortunately the ball just did not bounce back to him as he wanted it to, and he's just gone ahead and missed that one as well. KFK now with the ball, slowing down the play, looking to try to maybe put this in the center. No, someone else will put it in the center for him. Wiz trying to get to that, vanishes quicker. Scrabble now with the ball, looking to try to get it past one, maybe not, never mind. Kofa, that's going to bounce back to him, and who's going to score the first goal of the finals? That's the question. And the other question is, are we going to have any overtimes here in the finals? Because obviously, being the finals, we have plenty of games to do so. To have an overtime, that ball is going to bounce right off the post. And I think both teams... Oh, Kofa with a beautiful save. KFK trying to get up for it. Is that on? Oh my god, Kofa with a save. And that ball was 3/4 of the way in. And it still somehow has stayed out. Kofa, he's not on the shooting train today, or in this match so far. He's on the defense train. He's an absolute brick wall in goals. They can't get past him. Let's see if he can change that around as well to put it into his attacking performance as well. As Scrabble, this ball's gonna go down to Vanish. A shot by Kofa, and he can! He switches from defense to attack, and Attack mode is activated for Kofa, and he's slotted it in. A beautiful shot. And it will be a minute and a half remaining on the board, and 1-0 for the start of Face Station Gaming. Pebble Esports. They are, yeah, I mean, look, it's a very even match at the moment. These two teams, I'm not going to, yeah, there's not any really, yeah, they're very, very evened up. I mean, you'd hope so, considering, oh, massive demo. But yeah, you'd hope so, considering they are both in the finals here for the preseason tournament. But yeah, it's definitely it's a very good match so far. Very close. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Only one goal in it. But yeah, the side of Face Station has struck first, and Pebble Esports will strike second. Wiz with the goal. This time around, a beautiful shot here by Wiz, able to get a past Kofa. And he's going to go ahead and claim the first goal for his team in the finals. So 1-1 here at the restart. Scrabble is going to be trying to scrabble for the ball. AFK is going to go ahead and do the same. And Vanish now with the ball. AFK putting this towards the end of Face Station, but Kofa has different ideas. Vanish, Abdelag, it's going to be Wiz up for the ball. He's going to miss that entirely, unfortunately, and Wiz going back. Abdelag trying to clear it all the way. Oh, and that was a very dangerous position to catch the ball there, especially with the opponents right there, and it's going to be a game 1 overtime. Sorry, I was very slow to press activate that button, but game 1. Here we go. 1-0 on the 1-0 on the scoreboard. Wiz is going to carry this away from his own nets, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we had 5 overtimes here with the way these two teams are playing. I wouldn't count out 5 overtime games. It's honestly very, very close here in game number 1. And both teams definitely have had their chances, but also their defense games are just on point, both teams, and I don't think they're going to let up anytime soon. We'll see how this overtime ends. Kofa leaves it for Vanish. Kofa's going to collect it after a little AFK miss with whatever you want to call it, Scrabble, putting it into the center. Abdelag's going to clear it, and Kofa trying to put this to the back wall. Is anyone from his team there to get it? And Abdelag was a little bit late there, but it hasn't costed him, and Vanish will score the game 1 winning goal. A beautiful shot and a beautiful goal for the side, for Vanish there, and that will be 2-1 towards the side of Face Station Gaming. And they'll go ahead and win game number 1 here, and they'll be very happy with how they've done it. And so would I if I was them. So a very solid overtime performance there. But now, the question of whether is, can Face Station Gaming keep this performance up? We'll just have to wait and see. Let's go in to the next game. Also, I need to change that as well. And so there you have it, is going to be the side of Face Station Gaming able to grab the first point of the series 2-1 in game number 1, and they'll be looking to do the same here in game number 2 for the best opportunity to take this APCS preseason tournament win. And this is not quite the way to do it. They are in the back foot straight away. Pebble Esports, they've had a little chat amongst themselves, and they will be looking to try to make it much harder here in game number 2 over at Utopia Coliseum. And this is going to be very awkward here for Wiz, and that will stop the side of, yeah, not ideal. Definitely not ideal there at all. So that is going to be 1-0 for the side of Face Station Gaming here in game number 2. And so Wiz won't be chasing that. Abdelak will be. And Wiz will chase this one all the way over to the corner. Scrabble able to clear it. Face Station Gaming looking very, very good at the moment. Looking like a very strong team. And I said it earlier in the tournament. I said that Pebble Esports looking like a very strong contender in for the finals. And now they could be on for the win here, but they have to get through. They have to get through the side of Face Station Gaming, who is just absolutely destroying and obliterating their defense right now and just ripping apart their confidence. Pebble Esports, they just need to find that little bit more confidence to try to come back in this game, in this match, in this game first. And they've just got to take it game by game if they want any chance to win. As KFK collects this ball, gets a pass 2. Can he get a pass a third? No. But it's going to be Wiz who's going to be there to collect this ball. And he's going to be putting it into the center. None of his teammates are there. Kofa will be able to collect that one. He's going to continue this ball that run down to the side of the orange team. And unfortunately, nothing will come of it. Wiz going to just absolutely send that into Face Station's corner. And it's Kofa. Wiz now with the ball. He's nearly gotten demoed there by Scrabble, but not quite, as Kofa will collect this one. Trying to put it past Abdelak. Unfortunately, failed to do so. This is awkward. I'm not sure what's happening here. The side of Pebble Esports looking like they could be all over the place, and this is definitely not ideal. I think they just need to get one goal on the board to get some sort of confidence back, because currently they are struggling. And Kofa with a save. Beautiful, beautifully done. As Abdelak looking for his an opportunity, maybe an assist here, but Wiz isn't able to convert. As Scrabble gets up for it, a shot, Wiz with the save. And still, Face Station just bombarding the defense of Pebble Esports. Oh, okay, I thought that was going to be... That was a very dangerous play there by Scrabble. Taking that ball way across goal. Kofa, if you're going to take the ball across goal, you've got to take it. You've got to take it over the goal. And is this in? Oh, and it's not just yet, but could it end up in there? Oh my god, Pebble Esports, they've gotten away with that one. They've been very lucky, very fortunate for that ball not to end up in the back of their nets. As Vanish will be able to save that one. It's going to be this Vanish once again collecting this one, getting it past one. Can't get it past Wiz. He's going to go ahead and get demoed anyway. 1 minute remaining here on the clock. 1 goal in it. And we saw this in game number 1. A 1-0 lead. And then around 47 seconds left, a goal was scored. But not this time around. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer maybe. And that's a maybe. We aren't sure just yet. Kofa, I think this is probably the closest match that Pebble Esports have had so far. And the same with Face Station Gaming. Both teams have honestly just I mean, PlayStation Gaming in their first couple of matches, they definitely didn't look too, and an equalizing goal there. I wasn't even paying attention. An equalizing goal there, but like I was saying, PlayStation Gaming in their first two weren't so comfortable. In their first two rounds, weren't so comfortable, but in a round in the semi-final match, they looked very comfortable, especially in game number two, where they just outright destroyed the team of Furious. So 1-0 here, looking for a game 2 overtime. And yeah, like I said before, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was five overtimes this match, and there will be a second. So it will be 1-0 here at the restart, with a game 2 overtime. Let's see who comes out on top. Wiz looking for a shot. It was so very close to going in. Pebble Esports really want this game, and they need it as well if they don't want to. If they don't want to head to a what? Oh, sorry. What? What was I saying? Yeah, but they don't want to go 2-0 down in the series, as that will make everything so much harder, so much more pressure on them. But if they can win this game, then I think that yeah, that's the best possible chance I'll have. As Scrabble putting this to the side, Kofa is able to get to that just. Vanish. Oh, I'm not sure what Vanish was doing there. Kofa looking for his shot. A save by AFK. Scrabble will put it back on target, and Wiz will be able to save that one. Vanish going to be putting it over to the side wall here. Is any of his teammates there to collect it? Okay, I thought that was going in for a second there, but it has been saved. It was a very questionable little moment there from the side of Pebble Esports, but yeah, now the side of Pebble Esports looking to try to make an attack here. Vanish is up for it, and the attack is going to kind of dwindle down, but let's see if they can make something of it. Abzalag, what are you doing, mate? Rotating ball side. And Kofa going to be putting this all the way down to the side of Pebble Esports. This is not looking too good at the moment. PlayStation Gaming getting absolutely bombarded. The pressure is piling on. Kofa can't get to it, and Wiz will be able to get the game-winning goal. Game 2 is secured by the side of Pebble Esports here. And that will be 2-1 the side of Pebble Esports here in game number 2, and very close matches games so far. 2 overtimes. So yeah, that's not a short of what's the word? Not a short of entertainment here in this match so far. We are looking at a I think we're looking at all 5 games here, guys. I think we're looking at all 5 games here, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see you in game number 3 in just a sec. And so here we are over at Manfield for the third to last game. Oh well, we don't know that. Oh well, it's definitely not the last game, but it's possibly second to last game. Who knows? But hopefully third to last, because I want to see this go to all 5 games. It will be very entertaining to watch. And let's see who comes out here in game number 3, because honestly, this is real close. 2 overtimes so far, and both teams, they are both looking very strong, and Pebble Esports managed to get themselves game number 2, and they'll be looking to get themselves game number 3 as well, to make it a bit easier for them. And oh my god, wow, Vanish nearly got himself a double tap there, but off target. Face Station Gaming getting aggressive with the bumps. And so Abdullah collects this. Kofa goes ahead and challenges it. As Vanish going to get up to that before KFK. And it seems like Face Station Gaming they're bringing a really aggressive approach to this game already. So I think their game plan. Oh no, that's not good. Wiz manages to score off of a little bit of a, I don't want to say a yeah, not a fantastic touch there by Vanish. So it's going to be Wiz who will claim that goal. But honestly, it was all down to the what's his face, to Vanish, really. That yeah, he didn't do too well there to stop that ball from going in. Yeah, bit of poor defense, I suppose. But that's okay. He'll just move on and hope for the best for the coming minutes of the game. As Kofa, that is gonna go into the center, and none of his teammates are there to help out. A shot! Oh my god, Abdelag with the reaction times of a cheetah, able to get that save. Now Scrabble, what is he going to do? He's trying to put it on target, but it's going to be cleared out. Vanish putting this to the back wall. That might have been on target, actually. KFK with the save, just in case. Abdelag collecting this one. He's trying to get it past a couple of the defenders. Vanish trying to get that out, but unfortunately he's not able to. Scrabble, is this going nice and high, and that's towards the goal. Unfortunately, will not work out. As KFK. And now, Wiz. That's going down to the corner of Face Station. And Pebble Esports, they're looking much more attacking this game than they have in the previous games. But I think I don't think okay, never mind. I was gonna say I don't think Face Station will let up, but they've let up a tiny bit too much there, and it's not looking too good. KFK with a shot and KFK with a goal. So over here at Manfield is going to be 2-0 in the favor of Pebble Esports. So definitely not ideal here for the side of Face Station. They definitely want to try to bring this back and put this game to bed. As Vanish and KFK with the save. And well, obviously, with a game win here, whichever side wins is going to be one game away from that sweet victory. Vanish going to be trying a 50 here. Not the best 50 ever. And it's going to be Kofa who's going to be trying to chase that one down, but nothing really comes of it. So it's going to be Abdelag chasing. He's kind of doing some circles around here. KFK gonna miss that. Wiz, this is to the back wall. Kofa looking for a shot. It's going to be Kofa who scores the first goal here for Face Station in game number 3. And so, once again, we have a chance for an overtime. A chance for a game 3 overtime now. They just have to, Face Station just have to keep going. Keep pushing through this 1-goal deficit and put themselves and just pile on the pressure of the side of Pebble Esports and make them crumble. As KFK trying to do something here with the ball, try and get it in position for maybe one of his teammates to have a shot on goal, but doesn't really work out as Vanish looking for a shot on goal himself. Abdelak getting it past one, looking to get it past the last defender. Kofa is able to save it, and Wiz looking for a shot, but he's going to be blocked instantaneously as Vanish putting this to the side wall, and now KFK. Is that to the back wall? No. And now it's going to be going straight down to Abdelak, and only 40 seconds left on the clock. To the side of Face Station to get an equaliser. That nearly went straight in the net. Just gone across goal though. As Wiz looking to put this, I was going to say in the centre, but that ball did not bounce the way I thought it was gonna. 30 seconds left on the clock. This is going to go straight down. And none of the Pebble Esports members able to capitalise on that opportunity there. Wiz. And this could be big. KFK needs to get up for that, and he can't. The Scrabble is there first, and the side of Face Station, they need to score a goal here if they want any chance of a Game 3 overtime. And it's not looking too good. 2-1. And are they going to let it drop? No, Pebble Esports keeps it up. Abdelak is able to save that. That was a very good save. Is this ball going to touch the ground now? No, it's not. They're going to keep it up. Pebble Esports. And that ball's going to drop. And it's going to be the side of Pebble Esports who take game number 3. 2-1 here. The 3-2-1 scoreline so far. Over at, yeah, 3-2-1 scorelines in this match. So, yeah, it's safe to say that it's very close so far over here in the finals. But the side of Face Station Gaming will be looking to try to change that. But yeah, they'll just have to change it next game. We'll see you in a sec for game number 4. Alright, we're over here at Neo Tokyo for the possible second to last game, or even possible last game. It's going to be a very stressful match for both teams, as Pebble, well, it's going to be more stressful for Face Station Gaming, but Pebble Esports, they are going to feel the pressure piled on as they head towards a potential win here. So let's see how they go. It's going to be game number 4. Game number 4 here. Let's see who comes out on top as we get this game 4 started. Scrabble now with the ball. Abdelak trying to get after that. Unfortunately, he's not able to. Wiz. This is going to go to the back wall. The side of Pebble Esports looking attacking straight off the bat. And unfortunately can't capitalise on any of their opportunities as Abdelak and KFK, they both decide to double commit. Abdelak came out of nowhere. He came out of the sky. And he's like a little raindrop falling from the sky, coming out of nowhere as KFK gets past Scrabble. Kofa is there to save. And now, Wiz. That's going to go into the center. Is that... Wow, that was on target, I reckon. Scrabble just manages to save it, though. And so, 1 minute down, and it's looking very even already, but Pebble Esports may be looking a bit more attacking than the side of Face Station, and that just proves my point there. KFK finds the first goal of the of game number 4. And Pebble Esports are looking strong here. Face Station Gaming, they seem to be just on the back foot a little bit too much, and I think they need to work something out to try and get themselves back into a position where they can win this finals. They looked very strong in game number 1. Obviously, so did Pebble Esports. But yeah, Face Station managed to get themselves the game 1 win. But now Pebble Esports, it just seems to be like it's all Pebble Esports now. And unfortunately, that is not what you want to see. And that was going to be a big demo there. KFK trying to get a past Scrabble. He does, but Kofa's there to support. And it's Kofa up for it. Wiz with a whiff. A whiz whiff. And Scrabble. He's going to leave that one. And he's just going to go ahead and rotate as Kofa looking to try to save that one. And KFK so very close to a goal. But I don't know if it was saved or it was missing. But either way, it didn't go in. Kofa getting a pass Wiz. KFK going to clear this one down. Can Face Station come back from this deficit, this 1-goal deficit? They need to get themselves that they just... oh, that is so very close. It comes off the post. Is that in? Yes, it is at the lake. That is going to be 2-0 now for the side of Pebble Esports. And Scrabble, unfortunate not to be able to get back to that, but I don't know, Face Station Gaming, they don't seem too confident right now. They seem to be struggling. And the side of Pebble Esports, they're capitalizing on that and getting themselves into the position where they can, yeah, they can take the game win here. And take the game win and take the match win and take the championship win. But yeah, Face Station right now, they're not looking like a team that could, you know, that could win this whole entire tournament. They were looking like that for a while there, and just all of a sudden, after they've lost game 1, lost game 2, they've just, yeah, they haven't seemed like themselves. Not even an overtime. 3-0 here over in Neo Tokyo. I don't even think, I mean, sure, it's possible. Very possible to get 3 goals in 2 minutes, but with the way that Face Station Gaming are playing right now, honestly, it's not looking too good. They need to step it up here in the last couple of minutes if they want any chance, because right now they are on the back foot so much that honestly, if they keep playing like this, they're going to have no chance of coming back unless Pebble Esports decide to own goal or something. Because I don't see them winning if they keep playing like they are here in game number 4. They're struggling. And so, a minute and a half remaining. And have to like run straight into the post. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. As we approach the 1 minute mark, KFK trying to get a pass Vanish. Wiz looking for a shot. And it's going to be a tad high. Just a little bit lower, and that would have had a chance to go in. KFK up to Abdelake. Abdelake trying to clear it. 1 minute remaining. And nearly a double tap there by Scrabble. So very close. KFK. Scrabble. And now, KFK looking for a shot. Unfortunately, he can't quite get it fast enough to go past the defender there as Abdelake on the defense on the back foot, but not for... Wiz is just bumping his teammate at this point. They're trolling. Pebble Esports trolling a tiny bit now. And 30 seconds left remaining with 3 goals. Very unlikely at this point, but still possible. Kofa trying to make it happen. And yeah, Face Station Gaming, they just... yeah, I mean, Pebble, don't get me wrong, Pebble Esports has played very well, and Yeah, but the start of Face Station, they've lost it. They lost their, I don't know what happened. But Pebble Esports will go ahead and win this game and win the tournament. Pebble Esports will be your APCS Season 1 preseason tournament champions. But like I said, I just don't understand what happened. I'm a bit lost for words. PlayStation Gaming, they just lost the plot. But yeah, that's gonna be done and dusted. That's all she wrote. Pebble Esports goes ahead and takes the tournament win. So we'll go ahead and yeah, move to the preseason brackets screen. Have a little look, and here you got it. If PlayStation Gaming losing 3-1 in the finals, and that will be that. Pebble Esports will be your champions for the APCS preseason tournament. They only dropped 2 games within the semi-finals and the finals. So yeah, honestly, when it comes to the APCS League, I think they're going to have a very good chance of at least being one of the top teams. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how they do, and it should be interesting to see how everyone does in the APCS League, as obviously the teams that got knocked out in round 1 are looking like maybe the weaker teams at the moment. But yeah, we'll see you guys for the first match tomorrow for the APCS League. We're going to have 1 match a day, and they're all going to be best of 5s. And yeah, we're going to have 1 match a day, and on the Sunday we will have 2 matches, because obviously 8 games. But yeah, we'll have 2 matches on the Sunday, and then we'll reset back to 1 on the Monday. So that is going to be it for the APCS tournament. Pebble Esports are your champions, and we will see you for the first week of the APCS League next time out.